What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing great. I've been digging into the newest patch for the First Berserker Khazan, and there's quite a bit to unpack, even though this one leans more celebratory than transformative. Version 1.019.0112 just dropped, and at its heart, it's the kind of update that feels like a thank you handshake from the developers to the players. It's all about a celebration gift bundle that gives you some new cosmetic rewards, hairstyles, armor pieces, a few aesthetic tweaks, and it lands slightly differently on each platform depending on where you play. When you boot it up, you'll notice it's not one of those massive gameplay-changing patches that flip the balance tables or rework entire systems. This update is lighter, built around appreciation and continuity. The developers basically packed it as a reward patch to commemorate milestones, showing love to the community while continuing to polish smaller parts of the game. There's something nice about that, right? Not every patch has to shake up your builds or rewire the combat flow. Sometimes it's just about letting players breathe, customize, and feel rewarded for sticking around. You'll find that the new cosmetics are where the fun really lies. The hairstyles add personality to your character, the armor pieces have that rugged Khazan flair, and everything integrates seamlessly into the visual system that fans have already been tweaking since launch. These cosmetics come as free gifts. No grind, no microtransactions, just a little thanks for being here moment when you log in. They're distributed through in-game mail, so the next time you load in, check your inbox and claim your new look. It's one of those simple pleasures that reminds you why the game world feels alive and evolving, even in the quieter patches. Now, there's also a technical angle to keep in mind. The version numbers you see might differ depending on whether you're on PlayStation, Xbox, or Steam. It's a normal thing. Each platform handles its certification and build process differently. So even though PlayStation labels it as 1.019.0112, other platforms might display another identifier. This can confuse some players when they compare patch notes, but rest assured, the content is aligned. If you're the kind of player who uses overlays, mods, or build trackers, it's worth double-checking compatibility just to be safe after you install the patch. Even though the content feels light, this patch still tells a story about where the developers are focusing their energy. Earlier in the year, we saw several major balance patches that really altered how builds worked. Things like skill adjustments, weapon refinements, and balance tuning across the classes. Those were the heavy hitters, the kinds of updates that had everyone reevaluating strategies and meta builds. But this time around, the team clearly wanted to shift gears. Instead of more tweaking, they're giving players something more relaxed, focusing on presentation, stability, and goodwill. It's a natural rhythm for a live service title. After major gameplay updates, developers often release lighter content to maintain engagement while preparing for the next big thing behind the scenes. If you think about it from a community perspective, this patch is kind of a morale boost. Players have been grinding, experimenting, and talking about what's next for months. And this update comes in like a breather. It's a gesture that says, "We see you. Thanks for being part of this." That alone makes it worth highlighting in your content. The best way to present it is to show the rewards firsthand. Log in, claim the gift, go to your character menu, and cycle through the new appearances. Show how the hairstyles look under different lighting, how the armor textures shift in motion, maybe even throw in a little side-by-side comparison of old versus new. People love that visual contrast. Another small but nice touch is that the patch continues the team's consistency with maintenance updates. The game's been receiving steady hotfixes over time, cleaning up performance hiccups and UI oddities. While 1.019.0112 doesn't bring a big list of bug fixes, the developers have clearly kept a rhythm of pushing minor improvements without breaking anything else. That alone deserves a nod, because stability is often undervalued until it's gone. If you've been around since launch, you probably remember how the earlier builds felt. Rougher edges, occasional frame drops, or little input lag moments that got smoothed out with each hotfix. When you're building your video around this patch, the best tone is conversational and grounded. Let your viewers feel like they're right there with you, exploring the update. Start with the moment you load into the game and see the new mail notification. Show that spark of curiosity, open it up, and react to the new cosmetics live. Mention how the patch doesn't change the mechanics, but it still matters because it celebrates the community's journey so far. People connect with that honesty. Not every patch has to reinvent the game to be meaningful. You can also talk a little about what this kind of patch says about the future. Developers rarely release standalone cosmetic updates without something brewing behind the curtain. These sorts of gifts often come when a team is in the middle of bigger developments that need more time to polish. So, while you're showing off your new look and talking through the patch notes, you can mention how this update feels like the calm before another wave of deeper content. It builds anticipation without speculation. All in all, version 1.9.0112 feels like a small but thoughtful step in the game's ongoing journey. It's an update that doesn't scream for attention, but still carries meaning. a quiet appreciation of its players, and a reminder that the world of Khazan keeps moving forward, even in the pauses between major battles. Whether you're a veteran waiting for the next balance patch or a new player just discovering the atmosphere of the game, this update is an easy reason to log in, claim your gift, and look good doing it. It's a moment of gratitude wrapped in armor and style, and it shows that sometimes the best kind of patch is one that just lets you enjoy being part of the world a little more.